What's up, Aaron?
What's up, John?
Today, I want to talk about sales kryptonite.
Let's do it.
Because the thing is, with us, we make friends with everyone we work with.
That's right.
I mean, actually, most of the people we work with become super good friends.
Oh, yeah.
And, we like to talk to them. We like to hang out, like to visit them at their brewery or their restaurant or whatever they're doing. Mm-hmm. It's always fun to go hang out with friends.
Yep, absolutely.
But there's so many people out there asking me, like, hey, how do you get these accounts? And I go, first off, don't bring sales kryptonite.
Yeah, exactly right.
Right?
Right.
I mean,
right.
What would you say is the number one thing that just throws you off as a person? Forget sales. If someone comes to you, what's that one thing that you're like, okay, come on, man?
Well, I think it's just selling too hard. We definitely, we're passionate about what we do, so we come off that way. And we're
just excited.
It's just excited, really. Right. And when, like you said, we become friends with these people, we're, 90% of our conversation when we're making a cold call is not about what we're trying to sell them.
You're right.
Which is great. And I think when people are overselling and that's all they're talking about, it's easy to go like, well, never mind.
Yeah.
Click. Yeah.
I don't even hang. I just hang up. You're like,
right.
Okay, I don't want this.
Yeah, we do a really good job of finding connections with people rather than just try to sell them and over and over and over again.
No, perfect. You know what? Let me get my glasses on so I get my cliff notes. But I made a few notes because I think this is something that doesn't matter if you're selling merchandise or you're selling pizza slices or beers. This works for anybody.
Totally.
And I think first off, like we just said, you want to make that connection.
Absolutely.
And with us, with any of our clients, most of my customers, because we both have our different customers.
Yeah.
I'm a client first. I'm actually their customer.
Right.
Like Prince Street Pizza.
Totally.
I love that's my favorite pizza in New York, Prince Street, and they had one in Venice.
Yes.
So that turned to be a customer because I'm eating their pizza. I go there. I know what they offer.
Right.
I was looking at their merch. I'm like, hey, this is cool. It's adequate. But there's other things that we can bring to the table.
Yeah.
And they're so cool to talk to.
Yes.
And they're fun. The pizza's great. So I try to start off actually as a loyal customer of any of those brands.
Yeah, absolutely. A genuine connection.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the second thing is listening to the customer.
Absolutely.
Like I have. It's hard for me sometimes. I love to talk a little bit, maybe too much.
Yeah.
But it's to take a pause and just go and just listen.
Yeah. No, totally. I mean, we get so caught up in trying to tell people what we do, what we're really good at.
Yeah.
But sometimes we forget we need to let them talk and tell us what they need.
Exactly.
And once you do that, then you kind of lock in, and they know, oh man, you are exactly what we're looking for, and that's how it starts.
Yeah. So when you're sitting there and you're listening and you're just and you're also building that rapport, that friendship, and people, what's their favorite subject? Themselves, right? They want to talk about things they're into.
Yeah.
You like you have your Porsche and you surf and I'll talk about my Bronco and play saxophone. You want to talk about your stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so giving them a chance to really talk about that, and then they are the they're Luke Skywalker and we're Yoda. So
exactly.
It's all about the customer.
Yep.
And for us, we are just here to listen and to kind of guide them so that they get bigger, better, more walking billboards, and we really can, like you said, listen and give them what they're looking for, and not try to sell them something.
Exactly right. Yeah, we're not just overselling. We're actually bringing something to the table. Great design, great apparel that people will sell more, and it'll get their name out there. Perfect.
Well, let me kind of walk through a few more steps here, because I feel like I'll give you an example. One time I went to this place. I walked in, and this is where the sales kryptonite thing came to me. I walked in this place, and I had money in my pocket.
Yeah.
And this guy just he zapped us with his kryptonite energy blaster. And,
right.
And I was so bummed. I'm like, okay, first off, this sucks. And I had to we had to leave. And he wanted to go through his spiel,
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, whoa, time out. And I thought to myself, what could I take away from this? Like, how could I learn from this? The energy that he had was so negative. I think that's really the major kryptonite is negativity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't you
Vibe is 100%. I mean, even on the phone, not just in person, but we get those phone calls where you just know right away, like, vibe is off. How do I change it?
Yeah.
I think that's where you go into, if you're too scripted, you can't change the vibe. You're stuck.
Right. You can't just read off the list.
If you're winging it, you also can't change the vibe because you don't really know what you're saying. There's a fine line between winging it and being scripted. It's knowing what you're talking about, but also being able to feel the vibe of the other person.
Exactly.
And being able to change the mood or the tone of how it's going.
Dude, you're amazing at that.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, no, it's great.
Thanks,
I mean, because I think you're genuine. And when you talk about something you really know,
right.
like we know what we're doing.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
There's no script. This is what we
No.
do every single day, all day long, and we love doing it.
Yep, we can answer all the questions that anybody ever has.
Or if they're like, no, I don't want to do this, then you know you have the other thing to say. Look, I hear what you're saying,
Exactly
but
right.
maybe you have like a great rebuttal to be like,
Totally.
this
Yeah.
is something maybe you're not thinking of.
Positive rebuttals.
Right on.
Yeah.
Positive rebuttals.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then the other thing I think this guy also did, he trashed his competitors. So I was talking about his thing,
Right.
and he was just telling me all about how bad everyone else was. And I thought, you know what? Don't trash your competitors.
No,
Like
yeah.
it puts a bad taste in your mouth. It doesn't make your brand better, or it
Right.
doesn't make your thing better.
Yeah, totally.
Right?
Yeah, he's bringing a negative into a positive. You know, you're there to buy this thing.
Yeah.
You're positive. You're excited.
Yeah.
And he's just talking negative.
It's just like negative,
Yeah.
like pew, pew, like missiles of negativity, right?
Yep, he was shooting
Like,
you down, yeah.
He's shooting me down.
Yeah.
He was sucking our vibe,
Yeah.
killing the vibe.
Exactly.
So, you know, trashing his competitors. He was making us feel uncomfortable. He was over talking to us, not listening enough.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these are all like key red flags of like sales kryptonite.
Right.
Don't do that.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Right.
Yeah, I mean, one thing about us is we're not order takers. We snipe all of our customers that we have.
Straight up.
We go right after them. Like you said, you know, whether it's automotive or restaurants that we go to that we really love, we're able to really work with people that we actually
Yeah.
want to work with rather than just wait for people to come and order apparel from us.
I mean,
you know?
that happens, but it's to really build that stable of people that you just love talking to,
Yep.
that you can't wait to go visit them. You know, you really have to be laser focused.
Yeah, absolutely. And more times than not, when we cold call people, they're actually looking for people just like us.
They're
So
like,
it
thank
ends
God
up,
you called
it
me.
ends up working out. Exactly right.
I was looking for this exact thing.
Yeah.
And it's February.
Yeah.
I need stuff for summer. Thank you for calling me.
No,
And-
totally. They need us as much as we want them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So one thing I've learned a long time ago, when you get the answer you're looking for,
Yep.
stop talking.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Right.
They're like, I love it. I want it. I'll take 200. Great. Done.
Yeah,
You can talk yourself out of the sale.
absolutely.
I mean, people do it all the time.
Right.
And they start telling me how great it. I'm like, hey man, look, I want it.
Yeah,
I'm here.
Yeah.
Here's
Yeah,
the money.
yeah.
I'm ready.
Right.
Like, you're getting the answer you're looking for. Stop talking.
Exactly right.
Just enjoy the moment. Right.
Exactly.
Stay positive.
Small or
Stay
big,
loose.
take the order. Exactly.
Take the order.
Yeah,
That's all you need.
that's right.
They get what they want. We get to make something really cool, and everybody wins.
Exactly.
But after we talk to these people, it's great to be like high fives and beers and hugs, and it's great.
Yep.
But I think you need to leave with, what's the next step?
Exactly
Like, what
right.
do they need from us? How do we make it easier, smoother, more fun? Kind
Yeah.
of like we just dumb it down, make it real simple. And so before I always leave, I'm always, okay, this is great. Can't wait to work with you. What's the most important thing on your checklist?
Yes.
What is it on your wish list that, hey, look, this was great, but I really need some hats for this event we have next month?
Yep, exactly right. And I think asking that question too gets them in the door, whether it's just one t-shirt order or one hat order, because it's like, hey, we really need this thing for this event. And that's how it really starts. I mean, every account that we have starts real small and ends up growing to a bigger and bigger thing.
We earn their trust by doing that rush order,
Exactly
making
right.
it great. They're happy. They get the hat on
Yes,
time.
yes.
It's shipped. We save them all their headaches and hassles. And then it's like, okay, let's build upon that.
Absolutely.
So it's like whether it's a sock or our frisbees or whatever, sunglasses. I mean,
Yep.
we make it all. So that really, it's kind of I think with every order, they just gain the confidence.
No, totally. There's a lot of brands out there that make apparel really, really hard. We make it really easy, and people know that.
Well, they like calling you. They like calling me.
Yeah.
Most of the time, right?
Yeah, they like working with us.
They like working with us. And then I think the last thing is we try to give to get.
Absolutely.
So I think when we talk to a client or we pinpoint, hey, we want to work with those guys.
Yes.
We're sending them a care package.
Absolutely.
Hey, here, I can tell you our shirts are great.
Right.
We can tell you the design's cool, but when I actually send you a care package and everyone in the office is fighting over the stuff,
Yeah.
which I hear all them like,
Yeah.
can you send me another large because we had to like flip a coin and play rock, paper, scissors to get that thing that you sent
Right,
us.
right.
But there's two other people that really wanted that shirt. So we're like, you know what? No problem. Because that just means that there are walking billboards.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've put it all on the table when we're showing people what we give and what we print on and all that. So when we're giving people things like that, we're not expecting to get orders. We're just gaining their trust. And that's where the orders come from.
And that's the anti-kryptonite.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you.